Y'all, is the name calling really necessary? I am just really disappointed in how people are treating other people lately. Not just how people are treating me and treating other resellers and content creators, but just in general. I have this item that I've been trying to sell for, oh, probably 3 or 4 months now. And I had a guy that was insisting that I should sell it to him for under half of what I was trying to sell it for. It was a long, drawn out thing. But he kept offering, I kept declining, and then I just stopped accepting his offers, and he would keep offering up, and he did run out of his limit. Fast forward to today. Now, I feel like a fool, but I also am just a little bit enraged because this person made me so paranoid of him purchasing my item, because I figured if he did purchase it, I would have problems. It would be a return and the whole thing, because of the conversations and behavior that we'd had prior. So I have an offer for this item for about $47, I think, and I accept it. And no sooner did I accept that offer, this guy that had been bugging me about this item, and I thought I had blocked him, which I don't know, maybe I didn't block him, or maybe the block ran out. I don't know, but he was still able to contact me, messages me, and says, wow. And so I'm like, no, thinking, no, you're not the one that bought this item, thinking he has a second account. And so I foolishly canceled the order, and it wasn't him that had ordered it. But he continued on with, I asked him a question. I said, what's wrong with you? Do you have a problem or something? And he's like, no, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, it just seems kind of weird that you keep messaging me after our conversations did not go so well. And it's just weird. And then he decides to tell me that I'm an idiot. I said, thanks. And I went in and I blocked him, and I hope the block sticks because I don't want to talk to this person. But it's like, was he stalking me? Like, I think I asked him if he was stalking my account. What is wrong with people? I'm an idiot, but yet you have no business in giving your input about an item that I sold to somebody else that, unfortunately, that poor guy, he must think I'm an idiot. Maybe I am an idiot. It just dawned on me. Yeah, I'm kind of stupid because I let this guy get into my head and make me believe that, and it was just me. I don't think he intended it to be like that. But he got in my head, and I was under the impression that he had a second account and he was the person that won the item. So that made me feel pretty foolish. And the other guy isn't getting his item, and I'm not getting the sale. But this is a good example of just why are people the way they are, and why can't they just drop something when it's over? Like, why continue a conversation over something that doesn't matter, isn't important, is neither of our business? I just don't understand that mindset of people. And if that's not bad enough, aside from being an idiot, I was also told by somebody on Facebook that I was rude the other day because of the way she interpreted a response that I made to somebody else's comment. She just said, rude. And I thought she was agreeing, sorry for the shaky. I thought she was agreeing with the comment that I made. Or maybe I made the post. I don't know. I don't know if I thought she was agreeing with my point. And when I said agreed, or I agree, she said, no, you. And I'm like, oh, hold up, honey. When I was young, I was always told that if I didn't have anything nice to say, to not say anything at all. And I remember this to this day, my grandmother, and she pounded that into my head. Anytime she thought that I had something ugly to say about something, she'd be like, "Ah, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all." So I wonder if, as the generations have changed, clearly people are not teaching the younger generation to not be rude and disrespectful. The whole point of this video is, why does everybody have to be so damn rude about everything? I don't know. It just, like I said earlier, it blows my mind that people just aren't raised the way I was raised. I was raised to respect my elders, say please and thank you, yes ma'am, yes sir, no thank you, yes please, and so on and so forth. I was taught to make sure that if somebody did something for you or gave you something, that you wrote a thank you note or you called them and said thank you. It was rude and disrespectful and impolite if you didn't. I've tried real hard to create content that is interesting and competes with the others. And you know what? I'm tired of that shit. I'm going to keep it real. This is who I am. I have a potty mouth. I try to keep it under wraps, but when I'm passionate about something, that's how I express myself. So I just try not to be rude. I'll swear, but I don't have to be rude about it when I swear, right? Like, comment, share, subscribe. That's the name of the game. Thanks for watching. My name's Michelle. This is Shell's Bits and Pieces, where you'll find a little bit of everything all in one place.